called a reverse armbar counter.
Limes, what are the limes giving you? That's what's up!
Sorry.
But the here, like the USBC is it's everywhere now. To see how everybody.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Or squad, you get 40 inches. Scream my sir.
Aye, sir.
The rest of you will align to 4 squad. Scream my sir.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Hooked me up.
Hold your left arm. Touch 5 foot squat. Go, sir. Get you. Stand by recruit count.
Stand by recruit count. Aye, sir.
Ready, roll.
1, 2,
3, 5,
6, 7, 8,
9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Last United States Marine Corps recruit. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen.
We've learned really quick.
Give the average. Tight end. All you sleep up. Tight end.
Up.
Turn right.
Turn right.
Tight end.
Up.
Tight end.
Up.
Tight end. Tight end. Tight end.
Up.
Cover. All you say down.
Down.
Cover.
Down.
Cover.
Down.
Cover.
Down.
Tight end.
Up.
Tight end.
Up.
Tight end.
Up.
And for you to let them know so they don't look like idiots. Scream my sir.
Aye, sir.
You just let them walk.
Aye, sir.
All of you look at me.
Aye, sir.
Shoot.
Aye, sir.
Now, get four side by side. Bring it down on the between. Scream my shoot.
Aye, sir.
Scream my shoot.
Aye, sir.
Let's go, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get four side by side, shift up, shift up, shift up. Crush it up, crush it up, crush it up. Crush, 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 crush.
Put it. Put it on place of sex. Put it on the phone. Put it. Don't sex. Don't sex. Crush it down. Crush it.
Ah, fix it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
All of you face to the rear now.
3 7 there.
Drill step march.
Start
walking.
So stop moving, walk.
Stop, fix it.
Get four side by side.
3, 2, 1.
Sir.
Start screaming.
Sir.
Ears. Face me. Ears.
Aye,
Tell you to do something, you're gonna scream, I sir.
Aye, sir.
Face the front.
Aye, sir.
Face me.
Aye, sir.
Face the front.
Aye, sir.
Face me.
Aye, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Sir.
Ears.
Aye,
If we play stupid games, we'll just win stupid prizes. Scream, I sir.
Aye, sir.
We'll just look like little roly polies going front and back. Scream, I sir.
Aye, sir.
Ears.
Aye, sir.
Now, with this family right here, all of you crush it into the center. Okay? You didn't say aye, sir. All of you, go out now. Crush to the center.
Crush.
Aye, sir. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Crush. Stop.
Start screaming.
Aye, sir.
Now, when I tell you to, I'm gonna say kneel, bend, stand, and what that's telling you is this first squat, this first squat right here, you're gonna take a knee. Second squat, you would take a knee. Third, raise your hands. You would just bend at the waist, and fourth, you're just gonna stand up like normal. Do you understand?
Aye, sir.
You're not screaming.
Aye, sir.
If I say kneel, bend, stand, you'll say kneel, bend, stand, aye, sir, and then I'll say ready, move, and you'll say kill, and you'll do what I told you.
Aye, sir.
Kneel, bend, stand.
Kneel, bend, stand, aye, sir.
You can't say kneel. Stand up. Ears.
Aye, sir.
It's gonna sound like this. Kneel, bend, stand.
Kneel, bend, stand.
Ready, move. Kill them when you do it. Okay. Kneel down, best stand. Kneel down, best stand. Ready to move. 3, 2, 1. Ears. If you cannot sustain taking a knee, please just excuse yourself to the back and get in a place that you can watch what's about to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Start screaming.
Ears! Hey, good morning, EWA.
Good morning.
My name is Staff Sergeant Waver. I'm the martial arts instructor trainer, as well as the Staff 2IC over here at Leatherneck Square, where all McMap training is conducted. Good?
Yes, sir.
And I'll be the one doing the whole period of instruction today. I'll be assisted by martial arts instructor Staff Sergeant Pagan. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what we're going to do today, first thing we're doing is we're going to take you through, like, kind of each belt and show you kind of the type of techniques we do within McMap. Good?
Yes, sir.
Starting with unarmed, like punches and stuff, moving all the way up to actually utilizing a weapon system or somebody utilizing a weapon system against me, something of that sort. Good?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a brief history on how McMap came to be, a little tie-in, and then you're going to get to do one of the places over here on the confidence course. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, so that first thing I'm going to show you is the punches. Good?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's like the foundation of everything. We start with our punches because they lead into everything else. Good?
Yes, sir.
Real quick, hey, this is a 1, this is a 2, a hook's a 3, a 4 is an uppercut. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a 1-2, a 1-2-3, a 1-2-3-4, and then a 1-2 step back kick. Good?
Yes, sir.
It looks like this. You all see that?
Yes, sir.
And those are some of the simple punches put into like a combination that we utilize when we make map. Next, I'm going to show you called counters to chokes and holds. Good?
Yes, sir.
Basically, it's just a technique as if somebody were to come up behind you, wrap you up, something we teach our students and we know to get ourselves out of the situation. Good?
Yes, sir.
And it's called counter to a rear bear hug. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Look like this. Good?
Yes, sir.
Next one I'm going to show you is a throw. It's called the hip throw. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Basically, if someone were trying to walk up, push into you, it's a throw you can utilize to throw them off of you, get your distance from your aggressor. It look like this. Good?
Yes, sir.
All right, so those are kind of all our unarmed. Next, we have our with weapons. Good?
Yes, sir.
The first one's going to be with a knife. Counter to a forward strike with following techniques. It look like this. Go from a different angle. All right, next we have with weapon of opportunity. So this is going to simulate like a 2x4, a pipe, or something other than a knife. Good?
Yes, sir.
For this one, they're going to be coming over top, trying to hit you on top of your head. It look like this. Alright, next we have unarmed versus handheld. This is in case somebody has a knife, you don't have a weapon, but we still work through this because our goal is to get the weapon from our aggressor. Good?
Yes, sir.
It's called reverse armbar counter. Have a knife, have a knife. Alright, and the last one being pistol. So this is called counter pistol to the rear. In case somebody walks up, they put a pistol to your back. Good?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Hey man, don't shoot, don't shoot. I got kids. No, I got kids, man. Chill out, chill out.
Your money.
Sit down. Alright, so those are some basic techniques that we teach all the way from tan belt, all the way up to black belt in the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program, better known as McMap. Good?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so now I'm going to tell you about the history. Right? So just like the Marine Corps has their history, the McMap, we have our history of how it came to be. Right? So it started back in 1775 with the Continental Marines? Who can give me a general idea what type of weapon systems do you think we were utilizing?
Musket.
Muskets?
Bayonets.
What?
Bayonets.
Yeah, bayonets, swords, stuff like that. Our main thing was like boarding, right? So we were like out in with the Navy. We would come up, we would board ships, and that's how we fought a lot. That's kind of like where a lot of our techniques, like bayonet techniques, came from, right? And then from there, we move into World War I. What was the big fight? How did we fight in World War I? Trenches, right? So close quarters, good?
Yep.
And everybody had muskets or bayonets, so the bayonet techniques became even more important in World War I. So it was kind of, I call it on-the-job training. It's how we kind of learned what was effective and what was not, right? If we got caught up in a trench with somebody, the enemy, and we killed them, whatever technique they used, hey, that must work. If the Marine or something died, probably doesn't work, probably should throw it to the side, good? Then we move on from World War I to World War what?
II.
World War II, there were still trenches, but there was a lot more open area, right? A lot more urban environment, if you will. So we started working on like boxing, wrestling, and stuff that if we got caught up to where we lost our weapon or we were, in a room with somebody, those type of techniques we could use. Good?
Yes, sir.
Then from World War II, we jump all the way up to the 1980s, where the first official system the Marine Corps used came into play. Good?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's called the LINE system. Stands for Linear Infighting Neural Override Engagement System. Good?
Yes, sir.
This system was composed of nothing but lethal techniques. Sounds cool, right?
Yes, sir.
What do we think the issue is with only having lethal techniques?
No less lethal option.
Huh?
No less lethal option, sir.
No less lethal option, kind of, but hey, when you're trying to practice these techniques, do we think it was dangerous?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it was inherently dangerous, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And because of it, a lot of Marines got injured, and 3 Marines ended up dying from it. So when Marines die, things obviously have to change, right? So we had to switch it up, and then came the 90s, and we switched to what's called the close combat system. Close combat system had lethal, but then non-lethal techniques that we could utilize. So it was easier to practice, it was more practical, but we still kept that lethality idea in there. We just adjusted it to where we could actually practice it and master it. Good?
Yes, sir.
And then late in the 90s, the 32nd Commandant of the Marine Corps, General James Jones, while he was in Vietnam, he observed that the Vietnamese soldiers avoided conflict with the Korean Marines. The reason being, they were all black belts in Taekwondo. They were terrified of them because they knew the skill they possessed and how dangerous it was to them. Good?
Yes, sir.
He wanted the same idea for the United States Marines. So in 2000, he invited black belts from all different martial arts, subject matter experts from all different martial arts to come to Quantico, Virginia to start developing an official syllabus. And then in 2001, at the Martial Arts Center of Excellence, known today also as the Martial Arts Fitness Center of Excellence, the MACE or MAFC, McMap was born. Good?
Yes, sir.
Since then, it's developed over time. It's changed a little bit, and it's been tweaked here and there, and it's actually probably going to be tweaked again here soon for the better. Good?
Yes, sir.
But that's
When I say that, you immediately start moving. Move. When I keep talking, and then you're going to hear me out. Scream out.
I am.
I created
And
that.
when I say tighten it, you're going to scream up. Scream out.
I am.
Tighten it.
Up.
Tighten it.
Up.
Okay, now turn right.
Turn right,
When I say turn right, you're going to scream turn right, I'm am, so that way the front can hear you. Scream out.
I am.
Tighten it.
Up.
Tighten it.
Up.
Tighten it.
Up.
Tighten it.
Up.
When I say cover, you're going to scream down. Scream out.
I am.
Tighten it.
Up.
Okay, tighten it.
Up.
Cover.
Down.
Cover.
Down.
Tighten it.
Up.
Tighten it.
Up.
But yeah, so what we do is we'll bring them inside of the chamber, and then we activate it with something called CS gas. It's like a little pill tablet, and we twist it and then put it over a hot plate, and that the heat off gases it into the air, if that makes sense. So normally what happens is I'll get them in there about 50 to 60 recruits, and then I'll make them do a series of movements or exercises to simulate like movement, because if they're in a contaminated environment, I wouldn't just stand there in the environment. I might run, I might walk, I might jog, which is like my head is gonna be moving, everything like that. So I'll make them shake their heads left and right, and then I'll yell at them like, shake your head viciously, because they like to do this right here. But in a real world, you're not gonna move like this right here, if that makes sense. So after that, I'll tell them to break the seal. What that looks like is I tell them beforehand. So everything I make them do inside the chamber, we actually brief them before they get to the chamber. They just forget it when they get in the chamber, so I have to tell them again. But I'll say 1, and then they'll put their hands in the air like this with 2 fingers. I'll say 2, and they'll put their hands on the mask like this, and then on 3, they'll push their fingers inside of the mask and touch their glass with both fingers on both hands. And what that does is it breaks the seal, so they know we're not just in there with like smoke, like just regular smoke, like a fog machine or something. Because what happens is the CS gas actually gets into their system. They might breathe it in, it might touch their eyes, and they'll feel like a tingly sensation. It might make them sneeze or cough. It depends on the person. Some people are immune to it, but they might sneeze, they might cough, they might gag, they might say they can't breathe, but they're talking, so I just tell them that they can breathe. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll walk around the whole room, and then I'll look at each and every recruit, because the drill instructors like to tell them that they're not individuals. So I tell them that they're not going to change that when they come here, and everybody has to do it at the same time, or I make them do it again and again and again, like a lot. If they don't listen. If they do it and they listen perfectly, then I only do it 3 times. They'll break the seal 3 times. They do 3 different exercises. So they'll shake their head left and right. That's the first one. And then they'll break the seal. On the second one, they're going to shake their head up and down viciously. And then they'll break the seal. On the third one, they're going to bend over at the waist and shake their head left and right. And then they'll break the seal after that. Anytime I make them break the seal and they don't listen to me, or like somebody fixes the seal early without me saying so, I just make them break the seal again. It's pretty simple. Before we get to the actual chamber portion though, we go inside that building right there. It's called the AS-26, and we teach them CBRN classes. So we'll teach them different types of chemical agents, different types of biological agents, radiation, and then nuclear, like what to do in the event of a nuke, which if you know about nuclear, there's not much you can do. But also things that we'll teach them is like the mask itself, teach them components of the mask, what they need in the mask and what doesn't really matter. Like, can I see the mask real quick? Appreciate it. So for this mask, it doesn't have it on either side, but there's normally a white disc. For the recruits, they don't need it because they're not taking the filters off in the chamber. But in the Marine Corps, in the fleet, like where we actually work, in our chambers that we do in the fleet, you take the filter off and you put the filter back on. So what that white disc does is it's called a self-sealing disc valve. As soon as the filter comes off, it seals it so there's no CS gas getting into the mask. That way it can simulate changing the actual filter in a contaminated environment. But the recruits don't need it because they don't do that here, if that makes sense. So we'll just tell them things like that and what they need a part of the mask, and then we'll get into different MOP suit levels, which is mission-oriented protective posture. It's like how we have camis on. There's like a version of that that's protected against chemicals, basically. And there's different levels to it. Does anybody have any questions about what I do here?
No, sir.
Sir.
If I was in the fleet, a CBRN Marine does is advise commanders on what they would do in the event of a CBRN attack. So if there was a nuclear attack, if there was a chemical attack, I would tell them, hey, I think you should make your Marines MOP level 3, MOP level 4. Hey, I think they should put the mask on, they don't need the suit. Hey, this is it's a spray attack and it'll go in this direction, it'll be in the area for this amount of hours or minutes. Basically, that's what I do in the fleet.
So if they're not listening to you, then you keep making them break the seal. How many times do you do that before they have to get out anyways?
Unlimited times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and inside the chamber, in the brief, I brief it to all the like drill instructors that are involved, and then the commanders involved, and it's not my SOP. It's the SOP that's for here. It's CBRN Marine has final say over all eyepiece training and evolution, and then normally the officers are okay with it because the recruit doesn't listen. If you run out, they're gonna put you back in. That's what happened.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Sergeant Barry. I'm a primary marksmanship instructor here on Parris Island. My job entails when recruits are coming through, they're about the second phase of recruit training. We get them out what we call grass week, the little brick sheds that y'all pass on the way out here. Did y'all see those?
Yes, sir.
Those little brick sheds out there. We have our recruits come out there and we have Monday to Friday with them, teaching them from the very bottom up to a certain degree of the marksmanship level that we kind of perform to when they're coming to the Marine Corps boot camp. Right? We get them a little bit more experience as the further they go along, but grass week is just bare bones, straight from the bottom, and then going up a little bit when it comes to marksmanship. All right? I'm going to go into that little bit of that training that we kind of get them through that first couple of days of grass week. We won't go quite in detail, just enough for y'all to understand how we kind of teach them, and then enough for y'all to be safe while we're downrange handling live weapons. All right?
The commanding officer of the 2nd Recruit Training Battalion is Chief Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Mitchell. The honor platoon of Company E is Platoon 2008. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 2008 is Sergeant Everard. He is assisted by Drill Instructor Sergeant Botinga. Sergeant
to the world, so I'm pleased to present to you the newest 286 Marines in your Marine Corps, the Marines of Company E.
Secretary reviewing official for today's graduation ceremony is Mr. Edward Ed Cutzel. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all hats for the parade. This is what
want to hear your excitement and feel your energy just as much as you want to see them. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So ladies and gentlemen, with that in mind, let's try this one more time. How are you doing this morning? That's more like it. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep that same energy for me, and we're going to use that here in just a few minutes when your new Marines come marching into this building. Can we do that? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our Commanding General, Brigadier General Williamson, and our Depot Sergeant Major, Sergeant Major Ford, welcome to Parris Island and today's Family Day event. Now, very soon, you will meet your new Marine and be able to discuss firsthand their experiences here in recruit training. But before we do that, I want to take just a moment and talk about some of the training here aboard Parris Island and what comes next for your new Marine.
This is the moment for the recruit, for the Marine, they're Marines now, for the Marine that like everything came full circle, okay? So this is the first time they're gonna see their families, that they're gonna actually get the ability to interact physically with their families, with their loved ones, for the first time in 3 months, okay? In the Marine Corps, we don't do cell phones in boot camp, okay? They get a phone call on Liberty Sunday, which was a week ago, after the cruise, they get a phone call. Other than that, they've been handwriting mail for the last 3 months, all right, which is crazy, you know what I mean? They still gotta work on their penmanship. So they've been handwriting mail for the last 3 months to their loved ones, to the people that care about them, and this is the first time they actually get to interact with them, okay? This ceremony, it's emotional. Like they show a bunch of the transformation, you know, there's some introduction, and then these young Marines march out. And again, I know we've had a limited amount of time with recruits, but you saw a couple of different levels of recruits walking around. Sometimes they're walking like this, sometimes they're marching a little better, sometimes their boots are bloused and they actually start to look like Marines. Well, these are Marines, and you're gonna see the most crisp military movements you've ever witnessed in your life. Like these kids are crisp, okay? And then they talk about them, and then they get released to their families, and you watch it on their faces, okay?
How many Marines will we see today?
Probably about 300. Oh, 300. 200 to 300, it depends. So this is what, March? So they would have shipped, these kids would have shipped just before Christmas. So they missed Christmas, they missed New Year's, they missed everything with their family. So this is the first time they would have ever missed a holiday. And it won't be the last, but it is the first time. Yeah, that's like, it happens. I mean, why not? You can't, I don't know. Maybe we can figure something out and talk. But I also promise you that at this point, these kids are not kids. These are hardened young men and women. Hardened, physically, emotionally, like they're hardened. They're ready for whatever happens next. And that's part of the transformation. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a very, very, very beautiful event, and it's emotional, and it is just a kind reminder of especially the things that you guys do at your level where you influence them, that they come off, they leave the graduation deck at your high schools, and they come to the parade deck of Marine Corps Depot Parris Island, and they leave here as young men and women who will fight the battles that none of us want to fight. Okay, like it's a kind reminder of what you guys do, the influence that you have when they come to us. So it's a very humbling and amazing experience.
Are these videos of the Marines we're gonna watch? This video features them, or it's just a general video? Okay.
I believe they show some video from across their training. I can't remember specifically.
to your freaking gear and pick up all that trash and get forced outside. Let's go.
I'm in.
Oh my God, say something back to me. Let's go. Your water bottles.
I forgot.
Stays here that didn't belong here. All the trash. Pick them up because they don't have to. Now that means say something.
They definitely start them young.
Reestablish your guide hand. You get your feet back on the wall, and now it's your name back on our belt. Right, back on our belt. With your left hand, grab the tape. You're going to grab this yellow bar.
When did you get into running?
With your right hand, grab under my left hand.
I mean, off and on all my life, but I come
That is your brake hand. What hand is that? Place that in the small of your back.
You got it!
Straight down.
Come here, you trying?
They run.
I'll go use the chest. Like,
I got a Mad Mac in your research on I'm waiting for the I'm gonna need that knee, sir.
I went to 1 tag 25. We ran a 10-degree weather, and I was that was the worst.
Next one, let's go.
I know.
You be trained and evaluated in military knowledge, martial arts, marksmanship, water survival, physical fitness, personal appearance, culminating in your defining event, the Crucible. If you encounter any personal problems or feel as if you have been mistreated or witness another could be mistreated, you are to report immediately to your senior drill instructor. If you feel that the problem has not been resolved, then you can request mass to your company commander. I will now introduce to you your drill instructor. Your senior drill instructor is Staff Sergeant Harewood. He's the first Marine in your chain of command. I will now have your drill instructors reaffirm their commitment to you and to the Marine Corps by administering the drill instructor creed. These are crew charge just like care. These crew charge just like care. I will take to the best of my ability. I will take to the best of my ability. I will love to get you. I will love to get you. Morally discipline. Morally discipline. Physically fit. Physically fit. Basic trained Marines. Basic trained Marines. Thoroughly documented. Thoroughly documented. Reconnaissance Marines off the coast of Korea would hear the Claxton alarm when submarines would submerge. Let me hear an Aruga. 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 To this day, that same alarm has been translated to a new rock. So we got a little competition for you. I got starboard side. I got port side. On the count of 3, you're gonna give me your biggest hoorah. Starboard side, you're up first.
All right, here we go.
1,
Here we go. Your
2,
turn. Let's hear it.
3.
Hoorah! All right. Not too bad. Not bad.
All right, for the month of March, port side, let's see what you got. 1, 2, 3. Judges.
Kind of close.
They were louder. One, two, three. Hoorah! Oh yeah. Port side. Let's see what you got. 1, 2, 3. Judges.
They're even.
Everybody, on the count of 3.
Everybody.
1, 2, 3.